Hello second grade friends and welcome to Number Corner. For Number Corner today, we'll be playing our last round of Guess My Number for December. Now remember, each time we play Guess My Number this month, we're starting on a different number on our number line. Let's look at the number we're starting on today. Today we're starting on the number 248. We're still counting by tens. Now, will you help me fill in this number line, counting by tens? All right, count with me, starting at 248. What comes next? 248, 258, 268, 278, 288, 298, 308, 318, 328, 338, 348, 358, 368, 378, 388, 398, 408, 418, 428, 438, 448. Now that we've filled in this number line, what do you notice? Now you may have noticed a few different things. One thing that I'm noticing is I'm noticing the digit in my ones place. For every single number, it's the same. The digit in my ones place is always an 8, all the way till 448. Show a connection if you notice that too. I'm also noticing that the number in my tens place, it's counting up by one number or one digit each time. The digit changes by 1 because we're adding another group of 10. We start at 248 with one more group of 10. That 4 turns into a 5 for 258. That's another group of 10. Counts all the way up until we start over again at 308. And then we count up to 318. See how that middle digit is changing. Now, we may also have noticed that our number in our hundreds place, it only changes when we move to the next 100, when we're moving up. Okie dokie, let's look at a few more things before we play our last round to Guess My Number. I want you to look at this number line. Here, it's the same number line. But now I'm asking you, if I start here at 288, and I think about my friend Kangaroo who makes those little jumps of 10 and then those big jumps of 100. If Kangaroo was here and she was making a jump of 100, where would she end up? I want you to think about how you know that. If you were thinking she would end up at 388, give yourself a little pat on the back. That's great thinking. When we take a big jump of 100, the only number that changes, or the only digit that changes, is the digit in our hundreds place. We go from 288 to 388. Let's look at another one, thinking about Kangaroo. If we start at 348 and make a jump of 100, where do we end up? How do you know? If you were thinking we'd end up at 448, great thinking. One more before we play. If I start here at 318 and make a jump of 100, where would I end up? If you were thinking 418, good thinking. Remember, the digit in my hundreds place is the only one that changes. That's what you were thinking about, good thinking. Now let's play our last round of Guess My Number. Now remember, we play by picking a number between 248 and 448. I've picked that number. And I haven't put it on a piece of paper. I put it right here under this shape. Now, you're going to think about what you think it is. But before you do, you're going to look at some of the clues that I've written down over here to help you guess. Remember, our red arrows show us which two numbers were in between. We're always using our greater than and less than symbols to help us narrow it down to our number. Here's my first clue. My number is greater than 268. Remember, my symbols want to eat the bigger number. That's my number. First thing I'm going to do is take my arrow and move it over to 268. So now I know my number has to be in between 448 and 268. Now, thumbs up or thumbs down. Do you have enough information to make a good guess? We need a little more information. Thumbs down. We just don't have enough yet. Let's look at another clue. Let's go over to our less than side. My number is less than 398. That means it's smaller than 398. So if I'm narrowing down my options, I'll have to move my arrow all the way over to 398. Now we need a little more information before we can make some good guesses. Let's look at our next clue. My number is greater than 298. Where do I need to move this arrow? If you said it needs to go to 298, good work. Because I need to show my number is in between these two arrows. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Do you have enough information to make a good guess? You could guess. You could. But if we get more information, you can make a better guess. So thumbs down. We don't quite have all the information we could. Let's have a little more. My number is less than 358. Let's move our arrow. We are really getting close. We only have a few options left. Let's look at a few more clues. My number is greater than, bigger than 318. Where should I move this arrow? If you were thinking to 318, good work. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Do you have enough information to make a good guess? Now, your thumb might kind of be in between, thinking, well, I could guess. You're right, you could. We just have a few choices. You could make a guess. Because we're learning online, we're going to get a little more information so you get the right number. Let's look at our last clue. My number is less than 338. Let's move our arrow. Give me a thumbs up if you know what my number is. Good work. You have one choice left. Here's your job. Put your guess for my number into your seesaw activity. Thank you for looking at our number line. Thank you for counting by tens and thinking about our place value, our hundreds, tens, and ones places. I will see you next time for Number Corner. Good work today.